Hello, this is Two Ladies Midwest Adventures. I'm Julietta. I'm reading Heaven is Real, and it's a little bit dark right now because it's a little bit early for us. We are on chapter 24. After Colby was born, Sonia and I found out that the dynamics of taking kids with us everywhere had changed. Now we are outnumbered, 3-2. We decided the time had come for a regular babysitter, so we hired a very immature, responsible 8th grader named Allie Titus to watch the kids for us. On Monday nights, Sonia and I still play code football on our old people's team. Though my sliding days were over. One Monday evening in 2005, Allie came over to babysit Cassie, Colton, and Colby so we could go to our game. It was around 10 p.m. when we pulled back into the driveway. Sonia got out and went outside to check on Allie and the kids while I shut the garage down for the night. So I didn't hear what happened inside until a few months after the fact. The interior garage door leads to the kitchen. When she walked in, Sonia told me she found Allie at the sink washing up the supper dishes and crying. Allie, what's wrong? Sonia said. Was it something with Allie, or had something happened with the kids? Allie pulled the hands from the dishwasher and dried on a towel. I really don't know how to say this, Miss Burpo, she began. She looked down at the floor, hesitating. It's okay, Allie, Sonia said. What is it? I looked up, eyes full of tears. Well, I'm sorry to ask you, but did you have a miscarriage? Yes, I did, Sonia said, surprised. How did you know? Colton and I had a little talk. Sonia invited Allie to sit on the couch with her and tell her what happened. It started after I put Colby and Colton to bed. I began. Cassie had gone downstairs to her room, and Allie had given Colby a bottle and then put him down in his crib upstairs. And she headed down the hall, tucked Colton into his bed, and came out to the kitchen to clean up from the evening meal she fed the kids. I just turned the water off in the sink when I heard Colton crying. I told Sonia that she went back to check on Colton and found him sitting up in bed, tears streaming down his face. What's wrong, Colton? She asked him. Colton sniffed and wiped his eyes. I miss my sister, she said. Allie smiled relieved that the problem seemed to have been a simple solution. Okay, sweetie, you want me to go downstairs to get her for you? Colton shook his head. No, I miss my other sister. Now Allie was confused. Your other sister? You only have one sister and one brother, Colton. Cassie and Colby, right? No, I have another sister, Colton said. I saw her in heaven. And then he started to cry again. I miss her so much. As Allie told Sonia this part of the story, her eyes welled with fresh tears. I didn't know what to say, Miss Burpo. He was so upset, so I asked him when he saw his sister. Colton told Allie when I was little. I had surgery and I went up to heaven and saw my sister. When Allie told Sonia, Colton began crying again, only harder. I don't know why my sister is dead, he said. I don't know why she's in heaven and not here. Allie sat on the bed beside Colton, as she put it, in shock. The situation definitely wasn't on the normal in case of emergency babysitting list, as in one who to call in case of fire, who to call in case of illness, who to call in case of child reports and supernatural experience. 1, 2, and 3. I'm sorry I missed that. Allie knew Colton had been extremely ill a couple of years before, and they spent time in the hospital, but she hadn't known about what happened in the operating room. Now she had no idea what to say, even as Colton shrugged off his shoulders and crawled up in her lap. So as he cried, she cried with him. I miss my sister, he said again, snuffing and laying his head on Allie's shoulder. It's okay. Shh, it's okay, Colton. Allie said, there's a reason for everything. And they stayed that way, with Allie rocking Colton until he cried himself to sleep in her arms. Allie finished her soaring, and Sonia gave her a hug. Later, Allie told us that for the next 2 weeks she couldn't stop thinking about what Colton had said to her. Now Sonia had confirmed that before his surgery, Colton hadn't known anything about Sonia's miscarriage. Allie had grown up in a Christian home, but had entertained some of the doubts as so many of us do. For example, how did we know any one religion is different from any other? The Colton story about his sister strengthened her Christian faith, Allie said. Hearing him describe the girl's face, it wasn't something that a 6-year-old boy could just make up. She told us. Now, whenever I'm having doubts, I picture Colton's face, tears running down his cheeks as he told me how much he missed his sister. And that is the end of chapter 24. Please like and subscribe so you can get to 1,000 subscribers to start beekeeping. Jenny's not here, so I can't bug her right now, but make the world a better place, one person, one moment at a time. Bye.
Like and subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subscribers so we can start beekeeping. Okay.